It's a man you can slap but can also stroke. Going in the wind as a patchy of the truth that it's naked. It's verbatim and it's shaken.
What's up guys, it's Noob. Today I'm going to be talking about the DC villain known as Slade Joseph Wilson, aka Deathstroke, or Deathstroke the Terminator. So he is a pretty popular character. He was the main villain of the Teen Titans animated series. He was a boss fight in Batman Arkham Origins. He was the villain of Season 2 of Arrow and the villain of Season 2 of the live-action Titans show. Now, there's something about the character's history that a lot of people don't know, and this is something DC has been trying to sweep under the rug. What am I talking about, you may ask? Well, the secret about Deathstroke is that he's a fucking pedophile.
Man, it doesn't matter if you 15, my nigga. I like young girls. I like them 15, 14, 16. I like them real young, my nigga.
I love kids, Charlie! I love kids!
Pim, I would really not be screaming that at the top of your lungs.
Yeah, I'm not bullshitting. This is not a meme. This is actually canon. So, there is this Teen Titans story in the comics called the Judas Contract. Basically, what happens is Deathstroke recruits this 16-year-old girl named Terra to join the Teen Titans so she can give him information about the Titans so he can take them down. And during this time where Slade has Terra working for him, they were how do you say this? Yeah, they were fucking.
Ah, there he is. Welcome aboard. Care for a glass of goût de diamant? I was just celebrating God's return out of the ground and back up into the sky.
Oh, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Even though Slade is a grown-ass man with a fully gray head of hair, and Terra is a child who is even part of a team called the Teen Titans.
Mother Nature sexualizes minors. Puberty starts to give breasts and wide hips to children before they turn 18.
In fact, and this is going to be a real hot take, I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal.
In this panel, we see Terra in Slade's bed, wearing nothing but a bathrobe and smoking a cigarette. So we also see Terra and Slade calling each other honey, and Slade also calls Terra mid-deer. Okay.
How about it, old man? Are we back in business?
Terra also says this, you know, the only reason I joined you, Slade, and it wasn't because we were lovers. What the fuck? Yeah, lock this creep up. He deserves a cell with EDP and Dan Schneider. You know, if there was an Epstein Island in DC Comics, Slade would 100% be all over the flight logs.
The fuck? Yes, it is. Of course it is. Why am I on there?
Hell, he'd probably be best buds with Jeffrey Epstein, and Slade would have probably helped Epstein get the kids on the island.
Honestly, I couldn't have done better myself. So, do we have a deal? Indeed. You and I are so very much alike. It seems only natural that we should be partners.
Something I want to mention is that Deathstroke is a father. He has 3 kids, 2 sons and 1 daughter, and as you'd expect, he's a terrible father to all of them.
He goes home and he blows his own daughter.
Okay, I know some of you are probably like, but this story doesn't outright say that they fucked and only applies it. Well, there was this comic series called The Other History of the DC Universe by John Ridley. In issue number 3 of the series, it says, Slade Wilson raped Terra Markov, not with physical force. He coerced an underage, mentally unstable girl into having sexual relations with him again and again and again. And Slade used that sexual dominance to manipulate Terra. We have more receipts of this gross relationship. The first one is from Countdown issue number 36. We can see Slade lying in his bed, naked, and Terra putting on her clothes. Yeah, just look at this image and tell me that this underage girl didn't just have intercourse with this old man. So the second one is from Deathstroke 2016 by Christopher Priest, issue number 27, where we can see Slade and Terra making out. Yeah, that's fucking disgusting. Get that the fuck away from my eyes, please. I don't want to see that shit.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
You know, the thing about Deathstroke being a pedo is that it's something you just can't ignore about the character. The Judas Contract is the most popular Deathstroke story, and one of the most popular Teen Titans stories. And a big part of the story is the relationship between Slade and Terra. Like, it's a huge story for the Teen Titans, and for solidifying Deathstroke as a villain. It was also the story where Dick Grayson became Nightwing, and this story also kind of established the rivalry between Dick and Slade. This story has also been adapted multiple times. It was adapted in season 2 of the Teen Titans animated series, and it was adapted for the 2017 animated movie of the same name. Let's talk about the most popular adaptation of Deathstroke, and what is arguably the best adaptation of him. The adaptation of him in the Teen Titans animated series. Okay, so this show was made for kids, so they obviously couldn't have him be a pedophile in the show. They couldn't even call him Deathstroke in the show, they just called him Slade. But even though Slade wasn't a pedo on the show, he was still very creepy. Like, this grown-ass man was beefing with teenagers, and he was a little bit too obsessed with Robin. Like, it was like, this guy got an erection every time Robin said his name.
And the message has been received.
Who is Slade? 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 Who is Slade?
Yeah, they adapt all the Terra stuff, but it's pretty different from the comics. It's portrayed more as Terra as a tragic character who's being manipulated by Slade, while in the comics she was just pure evil. In the show, Slade was also pretty creepy with Terra. Like, the second he sees her, he starts acting like a Discord mod.
Don't get too attached, my young friend. I saw her first.
How you doing? All right, how are you? Have a seat over in that chair, please.
Also, we can't forget that really weird scene where Slade rips off Raven's clothes.
What you have concealed, you shall become. You have no other choice.
No!
The message will be delivered. Your destiny shall be fulfilled.
Like, watch that scene and tell me it doesn't look like he's about to rape her. He may not have been a pedophile in the show, but he did have some predator vibe. Also, in the 2017 Judas Contract animated movie, they kind of adapted the Slade and Terra relationship, where Terra wanted to fuck Slade, but Slade didn't reciprocate to her. Evil Deathstroke be like, I had sex with it. Adults. Alright, so I want to end this video by talking about how Deathstroke's history has been seen by the public. A lot of people really don't like Deathstroke being a pedophile, and they think it ruins his character. What do I think, you may ask? Well, he's a villain, and him being a pedophile makes him much more hateable. Like, think about it. Like, villains are supposed to be evil, and since Slade is a pedo, it makes everyone hate him, and it makes, when we see him getting his ass kicked, much more satisfying. Now, the problem with how Slade being a pedophile was shown was not really done in the best way. So they had Slade and Terra fuck to show that Terra is a slut, which is not good at all. Slade's the grown-ass man preying on the underage girl. And in the comics, they don't emphasize the fact that the man has literally committed statutory rape. So, if the Deathstroke and Terra relationship gets adapted. What they need to do is show how terrible of a person Slade is. And this story could be used as a way to educate people about the harm that is caused by child predators towards children. Another thing, DC, please stop trying to make Deathstroke a cool anti-hero. The guy is literally a child molester. Deathstroke is at his best as a character when he's irredeemably evil. He makes people hate Slade, which makes people happy to see him get the shit beat out of him by Nightwing or the Teen Titans. So in conclusion, Slade Joseph Wilson, aka Deathstroke, is the most dangerous predator in all of DC Comics, and he should not be allowed within 50 feet of a school zone. My name's Aaron, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.
We can't help the way we are, and if you all can't understand that, well, then I guess you'll just have to put us away.
Dude, you have sex with children! Yeah, you know, we believe in equality for everybody and tolerance and all that gay stuff, but dude, fuck you. Seriously.